Hello.
Hello.
Who are you?
I am Mom. Who are you?
I am me, Kendall. Um, well, as you guys can tell, we have a very special guest who is here to stay. Her name is Mom Stacy.
Mom
Stacy, Mom.
Stacy at fabulous underscore Stacy. That's my name, right?
She gave birth to me. May not look like it. She's a bottle blonde.
Don't give out my secrets, Kendall.
No, so it's been a fat minute since I've recorded a podcast, and I'm sorry for that. But
She's
in other
been very
news,
busy.
I have been very busy, actually.
Not really. She's been sitting on my couch saying she's working. Working.
So-
what are you doing, Kendall? Working. No, she's not.
So I came home to vote because, civic duty, and I'm still here. So I'm paying for an
Free
empty
food.
apartment. Yeah, I can save up money because, I only buy groceries like once every couple weeks. Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome.
So yes, we were talking and deliberating about my next move in the podcast, and I decided I needed a co-host. And so it's my mom.
Yep. Because I give her all her advice anyhow. And so she thought she might as well just bring me on and let me like share all that knowledge.
I said, you can give us some boomer knowledge.
I will. I am not a boomer. I am not a boomer. I am Gen X.
She is like borderline millennial Gen X.
No, I'm full Gen X. 100%.
I'm
Borderline would be your aunt.
Yeah, I'm borderline millennial Gen Z.
What?
What?
Her mentality is that of Gen X.
My mentality is that of fucking boomer.
Boomer?
So I put up a questionnaire thing on my Instagram the other day. So like throughout this, I'm just gonna like pull up like random questions. So if I just start like asking you questions, that's what they're coming from, okay?
Okay.
Also, if you're watching the video version of this, I have a headset on. This is my work headset. And also, we have a little special guest. A little special guest pops up in the background. Woof woof. That's Bear. That's my dog.
Yes.
So
that is Bear. And Wally.
And Huawei, but Wally's quiet. Okay, so the first and most popular question that I got on my Instagram was, what's going on in our lives, right? So obviously everything's kind of been different this year.
COVID.
Zoom calls instead of face-to-face for work, things like that. So Mom, you start. What does your day-to-day look like now?
My day starts at about 3:00 in the morning when Kendall's dog comes and wakes me up, and then go back to bed. I have to wake up Kendall at 7:20. She logs on for work at 7:30. So that's how long it takes her to get ready in the morning. She goes and she plops down on the couch, and then I go upstairs and I start work at 8:00.
I pour coffee.
And then we get off work. Then we kind of like debate about, do we want to go to the gym? And usually it ends up Kendall saying, I want to go to Texas Roadhouse. Let's share this little morsel of information, Kendall. How many Texas Roadhouse rolls did you have tonight?
You call me fat?
No, I'm not calling you fat. I was calling you hungry.
So I told my mom, because I had a very important interview today.
She did great.
And I said, if I do well in my interview, then we're going to go to Texas Roadhouse. But the stipulation was I couldn't eat for the rest of the day because we're trying to lose weight. So it's all calories in versus calories out. So I was like, you know what? I'll watch my calories. That way I could spoil myself tonight. So all I had today was like a little piece of chicken, a handful of wheat thins, and 2 cups of coffee and a Diet Coke. And so then after I got off work, I was like, Mom, I'm hungry. And she was like,
okay, she's not telling the whole truth here. Yesterday she prefaced me. She's like, okay, I got this interview tomorrow. I want to have like a cheat meal afterwards. Is that okay? Like as a reward? I'm like, yeah, I don't care, whatever. And she goes, but I'm going to have to eat before the interview because I don't want to have like hypoglycemia and like get real sick during my interview. So I have to eat before. It's like, I don't care. That's fine. And then before her interview, a couple hours, I'm like, okay, what do you want to eat? Because, we take our lunch break usually around the same time. She said, what was your order for lunch, Kendall?
I want a nitro cold brew sweet cream.
So much Starbucks. A good nutritious lunch. Anyhow, it gave her that energy. Anyhow, she kicked butt on her interview, hopefully. And then we went and pigged out at
Texas Roadhouse because it's my favorite.
Okay, so this diet we're on though consists of Menchie's so far.
Okay, but we
2
weigh
nights
out
this
our
week.
Menchie's.
No, we guess. We used to weigh them out like about a year ago, but now we're like, yeah, that looks about the same.
4
Yeah.
ounces.
How many spoonfuls of Oreos did you put on it? Are you gonna use this cream cheese frosting on it too? Sure.
Just one
Okay,
pump.
So we're really good dieters, so please don't think we're starving because we're absolutely not.
No, we're not.
We're just doing better than we used to do.
Yes. Anyway, full circle back around to a day in the life, Mom.
Okay. We show a lot of TikToks to each other while we sit on the couch. We've been watching a new Netflix series. Actually, not new to me because I've already seen it. But what is that one, Kendall?
How to Get Away with Murder.
And see, I've already seen it, but you would never guess that I saw it.
No, she asked me like every 5 minutes, wait, who is that? Wait, what's going on? I'm like, Mom, maybe if you shut your phone off, you would know what was going on.
It's gone out of my brain. Like I remember nothing, but it's like I'm watching it new again. So it's good.
But Mom, why did you tell me to watch that again? Because what's coming up soon?
Kendall is taking the LSAT in February.
What?
She bought the book. Now she just needs to open it.
And I paid for the test, which means I have to take it.
Yeah, that's a good motivator for sure. She'll do awesome on it. She's a smart kid. Smart young adults.
Bella. Yes, so that is a day in the life of my mom. Day in the life for me starts at about 7:27.
She does share her hinge catches with me. She's like, "Hey mom, check this guy out." Or I thought he was cute, and then I get him into the next few.
Well, and my mom shares hers with mine.
Okay, so at my age, all right, the pickings are really slim, and they're really not that great. Yeah, check this lovely out. Yes, he's got pepperoni nipples. He's got a couple of, a few, more than 2.
I picked the pepperonis off my pizza.
Ew, now I don't ever want to eat pepperonis.
Yes. Well, no.
Hairy pepperonis.
A lot of my day consists of wake up, right?
At 7:20.
Run to my mom's room to make sure she's up, and she's already usually downstairs. I'm like, why didn't you wake me up? She's like, I yelled for you. So then I get downstairs, I open up my computer, I log in by 7:30 because I'm a great employee. Then I'm like, Mom, what are we gonna eat? And usually her answer is, well, I'm not gonna eat, but you can eat if you want to. And I'm like, you skinny bitch. So I drink Diet Coke or coffee in the morning because caffeine. And then I work and work and work till lunchtime.
Okay, wait. Let's go back about this coffee thing. So Kendall got a nice gift from work. It was, what's it called again?
An Espresso Virtue.
An Espresso Virtue. Okay, so it's really nice, good coffee, and you can froth the milk and all that stuff. Right? So I had to get up and I work remote. I'm on a 10-day rotation, so I had to actually go into work this day. And Kendall goes, "Oh, Mom, I'll wake up and I'll make you a coffee with my new coffee machine, and I'll froth the milk." And yeah, she goes, "Make sure you get me up at 6:45." I was like, "Okay, I have to be out the door by 7:30 so I can get to work on time." Okay. 6:45 comes. I'm snoozing. Okay, 7:00. 10 more minutes. Okay. She rolls out of bed at her usual 7:20. I did not get my coffee.
But the best part about this whole thing is I don't remember her trying to wake me up. So like, did it happen? I don't know.
It did.
Know if it really happened.
Okay, I'm gonna get video footage next time. And wake her up is the funniest thing too. She looks at you with like those creepy, scary sleepwalker eyes, and you're like, "You know you possessed."
I'm a very heavy sleeper.
She is. She sleeps well. On her face. I don't know how she breathes. Like literally.
My head's so round and flat.
Face down in her pillow. I don't know how.
Okay.
Next question.
So next question. Look at this fucking kid.
No. This is right here. This is bad. Look. I look like.
Look.
We got the same mom. What's up? Okay. Anyhow.
Anyways.
Anyway.
So, how does it feel? Well, I guess let me rephrase this. When's the last time you were single for the holidays?
Last time I was single? Last year?
No.
Okay, which holiday are we talking about? Every
holidays, like the multiple end of the year holidays.
You mean like Hanukkah and Christmas and stuff like that?
And Thanksgiving.
Last year.
Yeah.
because it was that January before that the person that I
Oh.
was going out with decided to go on a little trip and stay with two girls and not tell me.
Woo! We hate him.
Yep.
Yeah, we hate him.
So yeah,
So
last year was a single year. What about you, Kendall? When was your last?
well, let me tell you something. Okay, the first and the last time I ever brought a boy to a holiday was Thanksgiving my senior year in high school. I brought Greg.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Greg.
Yes, great guy. Great guy.
She's afraid to bring her dates home to meet me
No, I'm afraid to bring my dates home, period.
because it's like that Justin Bieber song.
My mama don't lie. Okay.
She,
So I have a best friend, and my mom
that's my
always
theme song
jokes,
about him.
and I'm like, he probably really thinks you hate him because every time she always like ask him if he knows the Justin Bieber song. My mama don't like you, and I was like, oh my god. Oh, so
I don't
yes.
know him actually. I just get to hear all their good juice on the phone, and I offer my advice on the side.
I sneeze. It's not coming.
For allergies.
I got allergies.
Yeah.
Yes, so that was that. So single during the holidays, and everyone's always like, well, at least in my Instagram, they're like, how does it feel to be single during the holidays? Like, do you feel pressured? No, because we are full of dysfunctional single people in my family. We got
We're not dysfunctional. We're fun functional.
we're fun functional. There is one
We're
person
fun
that is married
functional.
in our family, and it's her second marriage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, we only have
I
one
never
person
really
that's
thought of it
married.
that way. Yeah. So we are a fun little single crew.
Yeah, it's literally like, well,
Single
Stacy
party.
had Kendall as like that's her kid. It's continuation of the fucking family. Good job, Kendall. Now we're done. Yeah, so we are all single, so it's fun because we get together and we're like, spouses, what? Bears barking. Yeah, so the day that I bring home a boy to the holidays is gonna be a shit show because no one's
It's gonna
gonna
be
know how to
lots of
act.
fun. She's gotta like prep them though. Like you gotta like give warning like to your date about the fam. I mean, I love my family. Don't get me wrong. We have a fun family,
We have a great family.
but it can be overwhelming.
We're a lot. um, so that was one of the questions. We'll move on to the next one. So I have a very large following of single moms, which is another reason why I decided to bring my mom on here, was because my mom, little backstory, raised me as a single mom from the time I was born.
Yep.
So until now, obviously, because single. So
Still a single mom.
she's still a mom.
And I'm still single.
Even though I'm old. And if you
Yep.
guys got hot dads, aren't there?
Yep.
No, so what is your dating advice coming from a single mom throwback, I don't know, 15 years to whenever I was younger?
Never ever put the man first because your kids are only young for a very short period of time. And so they need to become a part of your family, right? Or not at all. Because if they can't merge with you in the relationship you have with your kid, they don't need to be a part of it. Because I think a lot of the problems I had was that, you don't spend enough time with me. You don't spend enough time with me. I'm 100% single mom that has my child 100%, and she's first. Sure, we'd get babysitters occasionally, which was usually my mom. But if you've got to set your priorities, because I've had friends that have, moved men in and out and, left their kids with nannies or babysitters and whatever. And their relationship is not quite as tight as ours.
Yeah, no, my mom and I have a very unique relationship, as anybody would say. We are very fortunate because we're super, super close.
We got a cheering section in the background.
Bear. No, but so I'm gonna tell a story about. I was old enough to remember my mom's boyfriend, like first long-term boyfriend since I was born, and he was very rich. I'm just gonna preface it with that. He was a very good-looking guy, very well off. I was in like 8th grade, I think, because I was playing basketball. So yeah, 8th grade. And like, we'd have like my birthdays at his house, stuff like that. But the only stipulation was I couldn't go in his living room, like sit on his couch. And whenever we would eat, he would constantly judge me because what did he say, Mom?
You eat like an animal. Now, wait a minute. In his defense, okay, if y'all have ever watched those prison shows and like you watch people from prison eat and they like kind of hide their food with one arm and they like shovel it in with the other hand. Okay, that was Kendall's Kendall's etiquette. All right, maybe I didn't focus enough on etiquette with her when she was little. And holding a knife,
It did
don't
the
ask me
job.
what the freaking saw. So anyhow, he's like, "Oh my god, she eats like an animal." But we worked on that, kind of.
Yes.
She still has her moments.
I cut a little funny still, but it works.
Hey,
So
Texas
long
Roadhouse
story
will-
short, he didn't like me, and my mom. He didn't like that my mom had to drive me around because I didn't have my driver's license yet, and so.
Well, and I was always that mom that would drive y'all everywhere, no matter what time or whatever.
Yeah.
Because there's those moms that never drove, that never pitched in to drive. They'd rather their kid just not go somewhere. Where I'm like, that looks like a fun place or something fun to do. I'll drive y'all there and back.
Yeah.
You know, that came first because you know what? You're only young for a short period of time. And now look, you're all grown up. You're independent. Now, I'm an empty nester for the most part, except you came back home. But which I'm happy about. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. But those obligations aren't there anymore, and it's only a short snippet of your life and it's worth every minute of it.
True.
Yep. And tell people, don't take it for granted. It can be difficult. I counsel a lot of people on career choices and education. I work at a college, and the first thing they do is they come in, they say, well, I'm a single mom. And I'm like, you're talking to one. Okay. Don't let that keep you from doing what you want to do.
It's all about mentality. That's exactly how my mama raised me. It was always, if you act like a victim, you will never, never become successful. Because if you are constantly, feeling bad for yourself instead of building yourself up, nothing good is going to come out of it.
Use that negativity to be your driving force and more of a reason to show everybody that you can do it.
Absolutely.
Have that be the fuel behind your fire.
And my mom and I, everybody hears like our story, and I mean, we're very fortunate, but everybody hears it and they're like, wow, really? Like, I would have never guessed. And that's exactly what we want. Because I don't want people to look pity on, me for whatever, my mom for being a single mom, for anything like that. Like, that is not an excuse. It should be, like my mom said, more motivating driving factor to want to do better.
And you have to be the mom and the dad when the dad is not present. Because like, I did everything. I moved my own furniture. I set my own electronic sort of stuff up. I was on a budget. I didn't have a lot of money. And, Kendall was going off to college. I'm like, oh my God, I have to teach her self-defense. So we signed up for Muay Thai.
We're in the ring.
Yep. And so, you got to play both roles, but it's possible. It was fun. Like I said, it was so I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't change not one thing.
No, I wouldn't either.
Oh.
And
if you don't have money, it doesn't matter. Like we were talking about tonight, actually at dinner, is like, we just, there's some people that just give their kids things or put them in front of the TV or buy them things. I couldn't do that. So my gift or my thing that I gave her was my time. And so we did free things. We went to the library, went to the park. We went all over free stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we did everything on a dime. Every time we road tripped, we do things.
All the way up to whenever we started going to California.
Mm-hmm.
We started going out to LA like 3 times a year, and everyone's like, how are y'all doing that? Like, there's no way. Because I was still in school. My mom obviously was working her ass off. So they're like, how, you're living beyond your means. We're like, no, everything we do out there other than staying like in a hotel is free.
I was the coupon lady. I'm like, I got my car rental for super cheap. Remember, we got like $6 a day.
$6 a day.
It was like a Prius. It was like $10 to fill the car up.
And it lasted the whole trip.
It was awesome. And the road trips are the most fun part. I mean,
yeah.
I have the best DJ in the passenger seat.
Check out my SoundCloud and my Apple Music playlists. But no, we'd road trip out there. We'd fly out there. We'd get a rental car if we had to. We'd stay at a very nice area, but a cheap hotel.
Mhm.
Safe. We always make sure it's safe and clean.
Yeah.
Those are our two things.
Cheap but safe.
Yeah. And then, I mean, we did everything from go to the US Opens. We went to the US Opens every year for like 5 years, and we don't even surf.
We went to the observatory. We do a lot of hiking. We go see a lot of sights and stuff like that. So we
We
didn't
go
like
see
go,
like movie sites and things like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And we are very fortunate in our luck on we would stumble upon red carpets, like movie premieres in LA, or we'd stumble upon award shows or different.
Okay, wait, we got to backtrack to the very first time we went out there. So we found out that there was a red carpet event. And, we're total tacky tourists. Everybody goes out to LA. They want to see celebrities and whatever else. So we're like, well, let's
We're
go.
in jean shorts and a t-shirt. Let's just preface that.
Total tourist people. And we start talking to the security guy there, and he's like, you want to come in? I'll get you in. And we're like,
yeah, okay.
We're dressed like this. He goes, well, you can go. And we're like, we'll be back. So we literally ran down the street. We ran to the closest little boutique they had, and we hit the sale racks. And we each popped out 2 cute dresses or pulled them out. We put them on, popped the tags off, and
walked in. Well, was that Vacation? With
yes.
Yeah, it was Vacation. That was our very first red carpet. We went in with the stars. We got selfies. I got selfies with oh wait, no, that was Ninja Turtles. Never mind. But we got selfies with like a lot of the movie people, and then we were addicted. So then every time we go to LA,
it was always a challenge to try to get in and so we've been we've had fun. It's just been crazy, goofy.
I don't think we've ever not gotten in.
Now you're
one time.
Well, now we can't go because COVID anyhow. So
yeah, it's that day. But it was fun while it lasted.
It was fun while it lasted. Yeah, we did a lot of goofy stuff.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. But yeah, so that's the point of free. That's how we would do our vacations, and it was fucking awesome. Everybody was like, "How do you do it?" I said, "It's magic. Anyone can do it."
Yeah.
Okay, so that actually the next question that I got on my Instagram was about problems that we faced, like while I was growing up, like life-wise.
Like payway? That kind of problem?
No. So we have an inside joke, and it'll come out.
I'm not going to say
today,
it.
Satan.
Not today. No.
Not today, Satan. It's about payway.
Payway next time.
I love it.
Okay. So, what was the question again?
I don't know, Mom. What was the question?
Struggles?
Problems that we faced while I was growing up. But I think we did a good job kind of already talking about that one.
Okay.
What
about your weird blinky thing you had?
Oh, yeah. I had fucking Tourette's. Or something like that. I don't know what it was.
Okay. This, again, message out to the single moms. I know there's people probably listening that are not single moms. But anyhow, when your school counselor, your child's school counselor comes up to you and says your child needs art therapy. She needed art therapy because she went in and was talking about mom went on a date. And Kendall had an issue with it at the time. I mean,
how old was I? Like first grade?
10th grade?
No.
Okay.
That was not 10th grade. That was like...
Well, she's probably like in first or second grade. They said she needed art therapy. I'm like, are you kidding? For that? Oh, goodness. Anyhow, she was a very smart old soul. Yeah. Which gave her a little bit of anxiety. She worried about mom. Okay,
just so that's a little bit of anxiety. I would lock myself in the fucking backpack lockers because it thunderstormed.
See, Wally's crying about it. Poor Wally's like, oh, poor Kendall. No, you were a good kid. She wanted to be her principal when she grew up. She would dress like Miss Fernandez to school.
Even cut the bob.
She even cut her hair like Miss Fernandez. Yep.
But I
overcame out of it.
I overcame those fears. I was scared of mascots, thunderstorms, animal heads, like stuffed animal, like taxidermied animal heads. I was scared of the aquarium, water. What else?
You're still afraid of water. Okay, so Kendall can swim. She'll say she can't swim. She can swim, but she has to have full face goggles on. They have to.
And I can't jump in because I can't come back up.
She can come up.
I can't. I've literally never done it.
Okay, well, we're going to try that out this summer. New goal. Kendall can do it.
So, no. Anyway, what were we talking about before that?
Struggles?
No.
Obstacles? That's your interview questions.
Anxiety. Oh, yeah. I still have really bad anxiety and stuff. But, we're talking about something. I don't remember. I need
Story of my
Adderall.
life. We were walking around today. We were at CVS, and
Oh God.
we were walking in. A lady there was like a fender bender that we witnessed, and Kendall had the license plate number, and the lady had us, wanted us to stay out there until her husband came or whatever. So we did. Well, then we walked back into CVS and we look at each other.
We didn't get an offender bender.
No, we didn't do it. We
witnessed it.
Yeah, we witnessed it. And I get in. We go into CVS and we look at each other and we're like, why? What do we come here for? Totally just walking around the aisles going, I don't even remember why we're here.
No, literally.
Do you remember what we went for, Kendall?
A journal.
Yes.
Well, I needed a notebook to study for my LSAT.
Stop that bear. Sorry, we got an
Stop
audience.
that bear.
Stop that bear.
But yeah, so we went in for my LSAT book. We also walked around Walmart miscellaneously for an hour and a half until we realized that the line was too long to buy anything that we got in our basket.
We had dog bones and a journal.
And then we just were like, screw it, let's go to CVS. Then we were at CVS for an hour waiting for the
Yeah,
cops
we
to
got
come.
steps in because we didn't move at all today.
Oh, the hiccups. Yeah, that was fun though. We had a good time shopping at CVS with our new friend. Our new friend that loved us so much. She goes, my husband's name is blah, blah. And I was like,
she had that kind of southern talk with a little squeaky thing in it.
She goes, here, will you talk to him on the phone and tell him what you saw?
His name is Dickie. She had that little, little
I loved her.
Yeah, she was so cute. My husband's name is Dickie.
She's so cute. Dickie. Okay, so I have another question for you, Mom.
Okay.
People were very excited that you were coming on, so most of the questions were about you.
Well, this is my first time, so y'all please don't judge, okay?
Don't judge.
Don't judge me too.
Don't judge me.
I'll do my little pitiful lady talk.
Did you just pick your nose?
Kind of horrible. No, I scratched it, Kendall. That's it. I'm shutting off my camera. Okay, wait. Before you ask the next question, I tried that little video hack that Kendall showed on her TikTok, and it doesn't work real good. I thought, I tried it to touch up the appearance. It was already on.
She goes, my mom kept going, should I fix this?
It's not working. And it's like, it was already on.
Oh, Stacy.
Okay, go ahead. What's the next question?
I have my interview questions right here. No, it was about engagements.
What do you mean?
How many times have you been engaged?
3.
How many times did it work out?
I'm single, Kendall. How well do you think any of them worked out?
So, what is your advice to me? I don't know if I should be taking advice from you.
Keep the ring.
What's your advice?
Keep the ring. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Actually, if you don't break it off and they do, you can keep the ring. But usually that's not what happened.
But
I gracefully gave them back.
No, what this was leading to was, what is your advice to me on getting my ring by spring that I keep talking about in my TikTok?
Okay, so spring is in 3 months?
Fuck, gotta go to the gym.
Yeah, well, how about ring by next spring?
2022.
Yeah, and you can get the ring, but you don't have to go commit right away. I
just want the ring.
Yeah. So you can commit, and that ring is a good sign of your commitment, but you don't have to sign that legal document right away.
I just want them.
Right. Depends on if I can officiate your wedding. Then we can.
I want to wed. Oh yeah. So my mom and I are ordained ministers, by the way.
Yes, we are.
So I was in my best friend's wedding. What was that, last weekend? It feels like it was a month ago. I was at my best friend's wedding last weekend, and I get a call from her the night before the wedding, and she's like, hey, so our officiator has COVID and can't be at the wedding, so my uncle's going to do it, but if for some reason he can't, will you officiate our wedding?
I was like, oh crap.
I was like, I got it online for $27. But I mean, I guess.
You did it. We there. Universal Life Church. What?
No, literally. I was like, do you want me to go to my church and borrow some?
They have a little kit you can buy. We can buy a kit,
We should. That'd be
I
funny.
know,
Well,
in
I mean,
practice.
not funny. It's all cool, but like for us,
We can do like virtual weddings for people.
I don't know if it works like
Yeah, we can officiate it that way.
that.
I don't know. I haven't read the book yet.
I think we should start a business. And if anyone here has seen Schitt's Creek, Moira Rose, that's the image I'm getting in my head. That's what I want to look
Of
like as
me?
an ordained minister.
Of
What?
me? I'm Moira?
No, Moira Rose. Oh wait, you haven't seen that season.
Spoiler alert. Kendall just ruined it for me.
Spoiler. Well, everyone else has seen it.
Well, I thought you were saying that I reminded you of Moira Rose.
Moira Rose.
I can't even talk.
Oh, that's another thing. I couldn't say my R's till I was in like 2nd grade.
Yep. I got you out of that mean teacher's class though because she had a strong accent. And I said, we're working on Kendall's R's. She can't be in a teacher's class that can't enunciate her or speak phonetically correct because Kendall needs an influence all day that can help her say her R's better.
Battle.
Better, Grandpa.
That's another thing.
Okay.
My mom and I, my grandpa is our best friend. So my TikToks lately have been featuring my grandpa. So you guys will get
He's
to know
funny.
him. He's funny as hell. He's like
bad grandpa. He's total bad grandpa. He acts all sweet on that camera, but he is bad grandpa. Give him a little whiskey and
it like fizzles down like from the generations. Like he is like to the extreme no filter. My mom is like questionable.
I am well behaved in certain settings that I have to be in.
Literally today we were talking to the police officer after the lady got in a wreck and she was like talking to her husband. She goes, well, Dickie, at least you have clothes on, go to work. And my mom goes, yeah, at least he has clothes on. And she goes, oh my God. My mom was like, I was like,
little Dickie got clothes on today.
Oh,
Dickie. Oh, I sound like I'm honking.
Oh.
It's like a little,
yeah.
Little Dickie.
Oh. You should do voiceovers.
Maybe.
But yeah, anyway, so we're all assholes is basically what I'm getting at.
In a fun sort of way.
We're the best kind of assholes, though.
But we're really good at making fun of ourselves, though. If you can't laugh at yourself, then you've got problems.
We laugh at ourselves more than we laugh at other people. I laughed at my mom today because she got toe cramps.
That wasn't even funny. It wasn't even like a toe cramp. It was an entire foot cramp. Like my foot folded in half.
I was like, you pussy ass bitch. She's like, oh, my toe. I'm going to go eat pickles.
She's like, stretch it. I'm like, that's what freaking caused it in the first place.
She goes, I'm going to eat pickles. And she comes in like a jar.
I ate like 3 of them. It worked.
So, well, whatever floats your boat.
Pickles worked, by the way. Yeah.
We tried to make fried
Let's talk about the cramp you had, Kendall.
You're about to get fired.
Oh.
She's an asshole.
Cramp, Kendall.
You get lots of cramps, okay? Well, those are all my questions. Do you have any questions for me?
You asking me? Okay, so what happens? What happens at Payway?
We've already talked about this on an episode, Mom.
Okay. I've got a question. I've got a couple questions for you, Kendall.
Okay.
What do you think is the best advice that you would give me on dating? That's a horrible question, but that's okay.
Quit canceling your fucking dates.
Okay, I was feeling poofy. I was feeling poofy, and I thought if I had like another week or two, I can't fit in any of my old clothes to go out on dates in.
Well, buy bigger clothes.
No. I live in flannels because I work remote. I have a couple pair of pants I wear to work that are not date appropriate. So
flannel jeans.
Give me 2 weeks. I'll get back on. No, but Kendall, did you not just show a picture of the market out there for me? Do you want me to go to date?
Okay, but the guy that you actually matched with is cute as shit, and you canceled on him because
he's a psychiatrist, and I don't want him to psychoanalyze me. I'm gonna walk away with a prescription instead of a relationship.
I mean, he can maybe.
Maybe. I'm just kidding.
No, I think I'm gonna book a appointment with a psychiatrist
Why?
to get Adderall.
You don't need Adderall.
Yes, I do.
No, you just don't pay attention.
I do.
It's not ADHD. It's just you just don't pay attention.
I tell people before they meet us like together as like a mother-daughter unit, I tell them we're like two kindergartners in a classroom that didn't take our ADHD meds.
But see, it's fun. And we're like on the same wavelength, which makes it even more fun.
Life is more fun
when you forget
don't
shit.
give a fuck.
You just, yeah, it's okay.
So
we're taking a road trip in February.
Yeah, we can't say where.
But it's gonna be really freaking cold.
Very cold.
Kendall's already told me what hills I'm not allowed to drive on. All of them.
I was like, Mom, you make me nervous. Because we're in Tejas and it's hot as shit down here. We don't know what the snow's like.
We're going to a winter wonderland.
Literally. No, yeah, anything else you want to talk about, Mom?
Are you hinting at something? Like, is there something in particular that...
No, I just don't have
any
There's
a lot of topics that like I want to talk about that I think we haven't really addressed. I don't know how much time we got. Good English. How much time we got?
It matters.
Okay. Let's talk about some of the guys that like you date, because there's a problem with, I think, a lot of the guys in your generation.
They're really bad. I said because they're really bad.
Not bad. They just don't have the chivalry that they used to have, back in the day. There's a few, but
they get away without chivalry now because everyone's too pussy to stand up to it.
Well, okay, like Kendall's uncle, he's like, I don't know if I should open the door for somebody or if I should let them open it for themselves. He goes, because if I open the door for them, they're like, well, what? Don't you think I can open my own door? And he goes, and if I don't open it, they're like, what? You don't respect me enough to open the door for me? I'm a lady. So he's like, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. Well, I personally like a guy to put forth effort, and I think he should. I like that. I know there's a lot of women out there that are going to curse me and be like,
no, they should not curse you for liking a man.
I like a man I like a lumberjack kind of guy. I like a tough guy that can protect me. I don't want to have to protect them. Or if I, jokingly go, oh, you're funny. And they go, ow. Okay. I don't want like a little wimpy boy. I want a man.
A man.
That's a provider. Not saying that I can't provide for myself, but I want a guy that takes on that has that strength. That testosterone. I think that's very attractive. Act like a man. Now, not an abusive man. Don't get me wrong. I want a chivalrous man.
There's a difference between being aggressive and being masculine.
Right. I have been single since Kendall can remember. Okay. So I've taken, I take care of my car. I take care of my own home. I take care of all the other stuff, but it would be so nice to have a guy around to do the heavy lifting, to do the heavy labor. I don't mind cooking. I don't mind. I'd much rather cook and clean, but when you got to do it all, I like that balance, that yin and yang, that complementing relationship stuff. But I like chivalrous men, and you need that in a guy.
I agree. And I think that a lot of, especially my generation, has fallen into this like image of, oh, it doesn't matter. Like women, so here's my take on things. Okay. There's a difference between empowering women and demeaning men. Right. You can empower women while not demeaning men. And that is what my generation is confused, is like, oh, well, like, let's bow down to the women, which rightfully so. But like, okay, also let's bring the men up with us, because personally, I like a man, like you said, that can like protect me. And that is a man. And that acts like somebody who will take care of me. Call me old fashioned, whatever you want. I want a guy to pull my chair out when I'm at dinner. I want a guy to pay for my meals. Like, can I pay for it? Absolutely. But like you said, his money is my money and my money is my money.
Eventually it equals out when you get to that stage. But I like it when a guy has to woo. Okay, so throwback, old word, but woo a woman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't and not expect something immediately in return. You know what I
No.
mean? It's gotta,
Like, oh, I bought you dinner, now get in my pants. Like,
yeah,
no.
yeah, mama come after you. Yeah, I agree. I think that you deserve more, and you deserve a guy like that if that's what you want. Now, if you want to be the provider, and I mean, I know that works for some people, but just my own personal taste is, I like me a lumberjack. Not necessarily. I mean, they've got to be
I like me an ice chopper.
an ice. Yeah.
Go get like that's like like the hockey
Like-
players. They'll go
like
get some like blocks of ice and just chop them for fun.
Or in Frozen, didn't that like guy? Didn't he like move ice? Or I don't know.
That's what I was thinking.
I do like the prince kind of story too, where the girl gets saved. You know that you want to be treated like the queen or the princess that you are. I think you deserve it.
That look like breakdancing.
Yep, but you still got to eventually become a team and work together and
Make pretty
delegate
babies.
duties responsibly. Yeah.
Make pretty babies. I only want one child, but I'm very specific about the type of guy that like my guy has to look similar to me because
She's got a breathing profile.
I want like light eyes, dark hair. See, because I got green ojos.
She got the green eyes. Mhm.
So I think it'd be perfecto. Yeah, no, my choice in men is absolutely toxic. They're terrible people, but
Well, no, you pick the pretty boys that are tools.
yeah.
That's the problem. You really do. It's like,
No.
I like cute boys. Now, they don't have to be lumberjack like bodybuilders. I'm not into a guy that's more into his body than he is into people. Other people that's
Yeah.
the guy that has to flex at every mirror he walks by. I like a guy that takes care of himself,
Yeah.
but doesn't spend more time in front of a mirror than I do.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And that, yeah, and that doesn't play games.
See, that's my biggest pet peeve, but at the same time,
You're
like
queen of games.
yeah, like
Kendall's
I get it.
Well,
because
the
like
thing is,
I get
yeah.
bored.
Well, you don't instigate it; you just play it well. If somebody makes that move, that chess move, you're like, checkmate, buddy. I got you.
I said
But,
I'm one step ahead of you, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hate the games, but at the same time, I always play them because it's like we don't really have an option anymore. Which
But
is
if you
sad.
like somebody, don't play games.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time and effort, especially at this age now. Kendall, you want a ring by spring? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not rushing her. She says that, but I am not rushing her, I promise. But take your time, enjoy being young and having fun, especially being young and having money, like at a job. You have a job, so go enjoy being a young adult. But like, what's something I always taught you, Kendall, about if you want something.
If you want something, go for it, because the worst thing that's going to happen is they're going to say no, or you're not going to be able to, but at least you can say you tried and you'll never wonder what if.
Yeah, you don't have any what ifs. Don't ever leave a situation without trying or attempting something that you want or asking for it. Or like what Kendall used to be is like, she'd get mad and say, no, I don't want to go now. I don't want to go now. All right, or I don't want that now. Getting a little bit of a mood when she was
passive aggressive.
I don't want that now. Which deep down inside she did. So I'd be like, all right, you don't want it? Are you sure? Okay. Walk away. And then you got that regret. You shouldn't have been a little snot and said, no, never mind. I don't want to go. So she's learned, if you want it, admit it. Even if you feel or go for it. If you're no worse off. If you get rejected or they say no, you're no worse off than if you didn't try.
Exactly.
So that can be with relationships too. I mean, it's hard to be vulnerable. You don't need to put yourself on, totally out there right away. You don't want to, I don't mean like act crazy and be, stalkerish or anything. I'm just saying, let them know that you're interested if you're interested. Don't play games because there's nothing more unattractive than someone that's not attracted to you.
Yeah. And the best part about, being upfront about kind of how you feel and like what you're looking for is like, if they say no and they say that they, that they're not interested in you, then at least you don't waste any time. That's my biggest thing is you only have so much time in this world. So you don't want to waste what you can prevent wasting.
Right.
And so that's why being upfront. But then, okay, here's the situation. Okay. This last guy I talked to, our ambitions were different. Okay. So like right off the bat, I was skeptical, but I was straight up with him. I was like, we've gone on like 3 dates now and like, what are you looking for? Like, I don't get it. Like, he was super respectful. Like, didn't, because usually, like, you could tell when a guy starts trying to be like, oh, like, let's go to your place, or like, you can see their intentions on their sleeve, but like, he was being like very respectful. And like, I was like, okay, so like, what are you looking for, right? And we kind of had that conversation that didn't go anywhere. And so he literally next day ghosted, just didn't, no response. So I texted him. I'll read it to you. Hold on. Pulling it up because I don't delete messages.
Did you read this one to me already?
Yeah, I think so. I think I read it to you whenever I was texting it.
I might not have been paying attention.
I said, so like last thing, I said, hope you had a good day. He said, thank you, you too. And then later on that day, I was like, what's up? And he didn't respond for about 5 days, waited. And I was like, okay. So I texted him and I was like, hey, just curious, what happened? That's it. That's all I said. No response. So then I looked at his Instagram and he's with a girl that is, not to be cocky, but like downgrade. So I was like, it is what it is. But I mean, I kind of saw it coming. I don't know. I hate to say that, but like, even like literally first date, I told him, I was like, we're just not in the same place in life. And for my age, I'm very, and I have to remember that I am still 22 because I'm around people who, yeah, like I'm around people for the past 2 years because I graduated college so early. I've been in corporate America for almost 2 years now, and I've been around people who are close to my mom's age. Like I am the
That's
youngest.
supposed to mean.
You could date them, Mom. I can't. No, but I'm around people who are in a completely different phase of life. These people all have families and are settled down, and the next person that's closest to my age on my team is still 6 years older than me. So like, we're all in.
You're an old soul, Kendall. You've been one ever since you were little.
Yeah,
which is good. I mean, it's good, but you have yeah.
I hang out with adults.
The party. She's like, I don't know if I want to go home because all there is to do is go out and drink. I'm like, wow, you're only 22. Although you did go up dancing in the bar. She was an Irish dancer, for those of you that did not know that.
Yes, I was a competitive Irish dancer.
She was at the Irish pubs.
And since I was 8 years old, I used to dance at the pubs.
Getting jiggy.
Yeah, no, literally. And so, I don't know. I've never really been a crazy partier. I mean, I obviously in college would go out with my roommates and stuff like that, but I just don't like it. I think I'd rather focus my energy and time on studying for my LSAT than I would being hungover in bed. Just me. I don't know. I want money.
You're an ambitious girl. I like it.
Good. Money. Well, I think we've been on. I don't know how long it's been, but it's been at least 30 minutes, probably longer.
And we didn't get too juicy. We'll get juicier next time.
Yeah, this is kind of like surface, like kind of introducing you guys to my mom, getting used to the dynamic. It's going to get fucking crazy. And we're going to be more regular about it because now we're doing it on Zoom. The longest time we had a hard time doing like the audio portion, like getting more than one voice on the audio, and we'd have to record like 6 times.
She had little tiny microphones.
I'm cheap. And so, yeah, so now we were like, okay, let's do Zoom. So now we can keep it consistent. Even if I'm in my city and my mom's in her city, we can still Zoom call. So,
and I don't have to be on it all the time.
Yes, you do. You're now the co-host.
Okay. But there might be some
Surprise!
I may not want to talk to you about, Kendall.
Well, fine then. The days that you can't, I'll just bring guests on.
You just mute me, or I guess I mute you if I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just kidding.
That's all that happens, right?
No, we're pretty much open books.
Yeah, we are.
Sometimes, too much.
Yeah, we are too open. It's a good time.
It is a good time.
Knuckle bump.
Virtual knuckle bump.
Did you see the double chin?
I think I've had it the whole time. You know, you look at yourself in these. I don't have the skills, the angles, or the beauty that Kendall has. So my lighting, I look all grainy. Do I look grainy on your end?
No. Do I look grainy?
No, I look grainy though. I think it's because it's dark.
I look grainy.
I look grainy. Oh, that's just my wrinkles.
No, but we'll start doing podcasts more regularly. So if you guys have any commentary on what you want to see, what you don't want to see, anything.
Yeah, you won't hurt our feelings.
No,
okay. I'm not allowed to read Kendall's comments anymore.
My mom gets butthurt about my TikTok comments. I don't care. I just don't read them most of the
Some
time.
of
But
them
like,
are really funny. Some of
yeah,
them crack me up because they call you out on stuff and it's funny.
I know.
But some of it gets nasty and is just
Assholes being assholes, and my mom gets very
yeah,
heated
yeah,
about
they
it.
piss me off a little bit. But I've learned
And
to
she dwells on it. That's the problem. Is she dwells on it for
I'm a
like
mama
2
bear. I can't help
days.
it. I can't help it.
I'm like, Mom, it's fine. But so, yeah, I'll read the comments and the feedback. But you can DM me on Instagram at the Kendall Levin. Follow me on Instagram, obviously, at the Kendall Levin. You know, you have
Her
here. So,
TikTok.
yeah, TikTok at the Kendall Levin. Follow my mom at fabulous_Stacy STACY.
I don't like post a whole lot of stuff, but
She will.
well, you get to see like goofy things of Kendall sometimes.
You get to see like the raw me. Like you can see me on her TikTok just being dumb. So it's fun. It's a good time.
I'm like, I can't post that. I have to ask.
But she usually posts it anyway.
I do.
So go follow us. Check us out. We'll be back next week. And thank you for listening. Thank you. Next.